Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my COVID story journey. Um, this is another day, but all the videos I recorded in one day. I started out in the bed with my robe on, and then I got dressed to go pick up my kids. And so that was all in one day about a week ago. And now I'm sitting here. Since then, I got my first hydration IV therapy. And I learned a lot while I was there because I asked a lot of questions. But I got some vitamins in my system and water. And I learned, like, I don't know why I didn't know this because I'm really into health, but not everybody, sorry, I was looking in the wrong direction. Not everybody absorbs water. So you could be drinking, and your body's not absorbing it. And so that's why the IV is also really good, besides the fact that you could get vitamins and stuff. I take vitamins, but, if it's going into your IV, that's like way better, more on a cellular level. But so this one girl who was in there, she said she puts baking soda and salt in her water because she doesn't absorb it. Now I know that makes the water like alkaline, which is great. And I haven't done any research on this, but as far as I know, I've had water with baking soda, but I was doing that to kind of cleanse my body, and I only did a little bit. Like, you don't want to do too much baking soda. But anyways, I'm not a health professional, but I have been learning about this water system. And as I learn more, I'll share more. But it's not alkaline water, it's alkalinized. So it's actually made with the smallest component in the world on the earth, and I forget what it is. I didn't plan to go into all this, but so when you drink this water, it can absorb because it's the smallest thing. Like it can just go through your, like when you're drinking it, it actually helps. So I can't wait to get this water so that I can just drink my stuff and not have to constantly go to this IV place, because I am gonna go like a few more times. They have oxygen therapy too. I'll probably do that because that's what they recommended for long COVID people. But I just wanted to share that, this is still up and down. Like, I got the hydration therapy, and for the second day, I was great. The first day I got it, it was great. And then the next day, not so great. I haven't had a good sleep. I slept good last night, but it was like I wake up sometimes like I didn't get enough air. And I'm not gonna lie, I had macaroni and cheese the other day. And because I was feeling so good and I hadn't had like macaroni and cheese in so long, I was like, oh, I just want some. So I think that probably caused like a flare up. And you just don't want to eat extra healthy every single time, but I'm learning. I'm gonna have to do that for a while. So no more macaroni for me. And if you're watching this because you are suffering from COVID, just do the best you can to try to get out of this. And this girl that I just met, a potential new business partner, she is just amazing. She works with the water company that I'm learning about. And she had long COVID too for like a year, and you wouldn't even know it because she looks so good. And now she's a Pilates instructor, and it's amazing. She just kept telling me, you're gonna get better, you're gonna get better. And I know everybody's journey is different, but she says she just started out doing Pilates like 15 minutes a day. Because like I told her, I was like, I walked 5 miles about a month and a half ago, and then it took me out. I couldn't even walk 5 miles. I was sick in bed the next day for the rest of the week. And so because of that, it was about 2 weeks ago, I finally was like, okay, let me like do something. I walked 1 mile. And then I was planning on doing that every day because it's just 1 mile. No, I couldn't even do it the next few days. So, it's interesting. Now I'm just going to try some stretching, strength training. Although I did do that like months ago and it just knocked me back down. But that was before I had the medication that I'm on, the inhaler. That was when I was like bed sick. So now, I'm just in the bed for a few hours extra in the day. I just need to sit up and let my lungs just kind of like maybe drain in a different direction. And, even though like I haven't had this in a long time, it was like a week ago in my sleep, I felt like I was drowning, and I hadn't had that in months. So, when that happens, I would just sit up in my bed with pillows propped up. So, and if you have any tips or anything, let me know. I would love to hear, what you're doing or what somebody else is doing. And yeah, the journey, I guess it can get better. I know that doesn't sound so hopeful, but there's a community of us out there, and if we can just at least encourage each other and stay up, do something that can make you feel like you have purpose. Because I know that's been like a mental juggle for me, is like, what am I doing? What am I providing? I'm not providing anything. Not doing anything. But now, at least I can make videos and be creative, and I'm always studying or something, as long as, because like usually I do have COVID brain, but when my brain is not foggy and good, most of the time it's fine, but then I can study and stuff like that. So I just always do research on something and learn new things, which is why I try to post stuff in the community area of my channel, because I love learning and sharing what I know. So thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't watched the other videos, feel free to do so. It's just my journey, and I'm just sharing it with you guys. God bless. Good. I'm going to quickly walk you guys through the journey. This is when I had COVID 2022, and I was feeling just fine. And I was doing hair, and then I just was in the bed, and then I started to have like feelings of despair, and I was scared because it was the first time I had COVID in 2022, January. And by March, I had to leave my job. I had to clear out the salon, and I'm in the bed, and it's just taking longer than I thought, and then things get worse. And I'm just stuck in the bed. I'm not used to this. Of course, nobody is. And a couple months go by, and I'm on prednisone and just different things happening. And then I'm just going to the ER and all those things. I did share that in my other videos, but I just wanted to put visuals to it. And my resting heart rate was just way too high. My fevers weren't really that bad. And then I really started to like make sure I was on the right type of vitamins and, trying to eat healthy. My daughter really helped me out here, and this is when me and my husband were separated. I was in my own room, and that's my son laying with me. And I got all kinds of signs that this is where I needed to be. My life was on pause. My phone paused, and I was like, okay, God, you have me on pause. My daughter came and stayed for a while to help me, and I just was a hot mess. I just couldn't hardly do anything. I had EKGs, and it's so weird though, because the Lord started to show me that my life was actually starting to bloom. There was a death, spiritually speaking, but it was starting to bloom. And, the bees and the honey and like everything. Like, my daughter did my hair, so there's like good coming out of this wretched time. Follow me on Instagram. But yeah, things just started to bloom, although it wasn't really fully showing up that way. I was just so emotionally drained, physically drained. I'm getting worse here. I already showed you guys that video in one of my other videos, but I just wanted to reiterate it again. But it wasn't fun. And then I'm like, trying to be on the up and up, getting better. And I actually called 911 that day. My legs went tingly and stuff like that. And I was able to go out and do things at some point. This is in March. So I gathered myself together, trying to do things. It just would take me a long time to get ready. And then I would be tired and, I could only do so much. I felt like I was like 60 years old, going to the movies. And here I am, I'm about to do a client's hair. So just every once in a while doing hair. Then around Easter time, I'm at church. Finally, I hadn't been to church in so long. I didn't want to get reinfected. And then I'm about to start to, try to work out. And, just didn't really work out. I've, was walked so many times during this journey. Did hair off and on throughout it, every once in a blue moon. And, tried to show up in our group for baby showers and stuff. And Mother's Day, I got myself together. And then I had like a spa day to get my feet done. And, just trying to go out and vacation. It was hard. It was tough. My lungs were in pain. I was in pain. I was tired, but I just pushed through. I had good moments. When I didn't eat, I felt the best. If I ate, I would really feel sick. But when I went to Florida, I found the Lord. For some reason, there was a different way that the Lord was compelling me. I don't even know. I can't even explain it, but it was just his timing and him showing up for me. And then I came back and I just needed the sun. I needed him. I needed the sun, and I didn't want to be in my house. My house was so cold. And 4th of July, things were still, a little rocky and in my personal life. But and we're just traveling again. It's still rocky, and there's some rocks. But the elevation definitely wasn't the best on my lungs, but pushing through. Bible museum, just trying to look good, feel good. I hadn't been able to really work out, so that really took a toll on my physical and mental health. I wanted to look good, but the Bible museum was just beautiful. I had a really great time. And then for my birthday, we went to the Alive Festival, which was amazing because my favorite artist was there. And again, my lungs were pretty heavy. There's my artist, KB, best Christian rapper, and a Christian singer. And I'm like laying down because my lungs are hurting. And here we're going out to eat to celebrate my father. Just kind of like, he spent time with us and then he was like leaving. So, and then I'm out for some coffee dates and laying by the fire, just resting those lungs, those heavy things. And then, out for, with my friends, and then out shopping, getting better, chilling in the golf cart, driving it around to get out the house, and just continuing to watch the sun, the Lord, just following him. This is fall, school, I'm picking up my kids and still watching the sun, wanting the sun, and it's about to be fall, but the sun is just following me. God is with me. And I get COVID again, and God prepared me to do juicing with kale. I did so much better the third time I had COVID, because I had it twice in the beginning of that year, January and February, and then this fall I got it. And then my niece came, and it was a fun time. And, that helped me to get out more often because I had to get her out. But the weather was just great, so it was perfect. And she really helped me. And I even got to, hang out with my friends a little bit more because I needed them during these times of having Ava, because they have little kids. And I was the first one to have kids, so now they have little kids. My kids are all big. But in the midst of it all, God's promises still stand. And although everything was challenging, I just had to push and try to be positive, even though I wasn't positive the whole time. There was a lot of crying, a lot of, just like, God, what's going on? A lot of trying to do what I knew to do, to get healed, to get free, to get, whatever I could, I did. But, the Lord's timing is everything. I took Sophia to the zoo with her school, or I went with her school. And we just like to do activities and watch my son during the soccer game. It was freezing around that time. Waiting. And my daughter did gymnastics, so we had to wait for her. And just trying to stay busy. And even though still was taking me half a day to get ready, or just a while to get ready. And then there's just some encouragement along the way. I got to pick a Bible verse and, more park. It's getting cooler. And now it's pretty much winter time. And I'm just trying to enjoy life, trying to make the best out of a not so good situation. This was the first year, or 22 was the first year I ministered while it was Halloween. I always wanted to do that, and it was great. It's all about timing. I was ready to do it before. I just wasn't ready spiritually and mentally, but I was like, I have to this year. I have to do it. And Christmas comes, my favorite time of the year. I love Christmas. I love the worship. I just love it. And I don't mind the cold and the snow for a little while. And we even did paintballing. I'm trying to really be there with my family, and I'm grateful that I have them. And I just want to make the most of it, while God put me on pause, allowed me to rest, because I just don't think I knew how. I didn't know how. I still honestly struggle with it. But yeah, and then, I'm getting better here and realizing about, God's promises are still standing, in the midst of the battle, and just trying to worship him, because at least I could sing at this point, because before in the spring I could not sing and praise him. And lentil soup, Christmas cookies, going out to eat. It was a blizzard. And more Christmas. I love Christmas lights. Going out for a date, just enjoying the moments. And I know I put so many good things up, so here's one of those hard moments, and one of those moments where I did get up and put a little makeup on, and I'm still tired, but the Lord, he's still good, still faithful, and still, trying to eat pretty healthy. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much. God bless you guys.